The only LGBTQ center in the Bronx, New York, is celebrating Pride Month and serving the needs of its clients every day. Kate Santishin has the story.
Bronx, how you doing today? Make some noise!
The Bronx has a thriving LGBT community, and we deserve a space as well.
Sean Ebony Coleman, who identifies as transgender, is the founder and executive director of Destination Tomorrow, the only LGBTQ center in the Bronx serving their predominantly Black and brown neighbors, offering gender and sexuality affirming services.
I see myself a lot in all of the young people that come in here because they're all looking for something. Just some guidance, a kind word, somebody that act like they cared.
Founded in 2009, they offer housing, education, health, and mental health care, and, Coleman says perhaps most importantly, community.
When I came in here, I didn't feel like I had to dress a certain way, I didn't have to act a certain way, but facing society, I had to be more masculine, I had to fit in more, which it was very, very hard, because at those times when I first discovered Destination Tomorrow, I was just in the beginning of my transition.
Research from the National Institutes of Health show loneliness and lack of support among transgender individuals can have devastating consequences. 82% of transgender adults have considered suicide, and 86% of transgender youth have had suicidal thoughts.
In the Black and brown community, seeking counseling for a long time had been taboo, right? Like, I'm not sure about other people, but in my home, what happened in the house stays in the house.
In addition to in-office services, Destination Tomorrow hosts events in local neighborhoods, like this Bronx Pride Fest. Many staff members first became involved as clients.
I started coming to Destination Tomorrow as a community member, coming to the makeup workshops, which is actually where I learned to do makeup, right, for the first time, and to contour.
Coleman says transgender and gender non-conforming people experience lower incomes and higher rates of homelessness, and Coleman says it's worse for the Black and brown community. Many transgender and gender non-conforming individuals report feeling unsafe or unwelcome in shelters. For instance, only 30% of shelters are willing to house trans women. Destination Tomorrow offers emergency 90-day apartment-style housing and teaches life skills.
During the time that we have them, we're programming so we can get the job that they need so they earn a living wage. We're teaching them life skills so that they can do independent living. They're managing their money better, because it makes no sense to give someone housing if we don't teach them how to sustain that housing. And then we do a food pantry as well.
2021 was the deadliest year on record for transgender and non-binary people, with at least 57 murders reported. And in 2022, state legislatures have considered nearly 160 anti-trans bills, with 17 passing or being signed into law by a governor, and 60 remaining on the table. Destination Tomorrow offers clients unconditional support.
It's chosen family with your lived experiences, right? So if you can't go home and tell your moms about taking your first hormone shot, you can come here and we can celebrate that. We're doing hormone birthdays because you just took your first T-shot. Like, that's exciting to us. Your bi family may not really understand it.
The organization has already opened an outpost in Atlanta, and Coleman is heavily involved in granting money to underfunded LGBTQ organizations around the country.
There's some gays in Alabama too, and South Carolina, and New Orleans, and all those other spaces. So the goal is to identify programs, those grassroots programs that are doing really, really solid work.
Coleman and the staff hope to see the transgender and gender non-conforming community thrive and flourish in the Bronx.
I'm not here to gatekeep, right? I'm not here to say I'm the only trans person here, because I don't want to be. Like, I want us to be, everywhere, proliferate in all fields. We need doctors, we need lawyers, we need pastors, we need, all kinds of, a host of community members and political and social leaders. So that's, for me, what I see drives my passion here.